Entrepreneurial Strengths Finder is a scientific assessment of one's talent to be successful in the role of an entrepreneur. So what it does is it allows self-awareness for the individual who takes the assessment, their ability to recognize how successful they will be in the role of an entrepreneur and what are some of the things that he or she can do better to be successful in that role. As we were going through the research, and we of course identified lots of different types of traits that can affect business outcomes, we finally narrowed them down after a lot of analysis and statistical tests that we ran on the data. We identified or distilled it down to the 10 talents. And so there are 10 specific talents that really affect the business outcome. We have extensively validated it across different samples in United States as well as internationally. We have done so with existing entrepreneurs, highly successful entrepreneurs, as well as people who are not entrepreneurs in our effort to understand and identify who among them who are not entrepreneurs could also have that talent. When we were building the assessment, the first step in that is to do a job analysis, a very detailed job analysis of what is it that successful entrepreneurs do on a day-to-day basis that makes them successful. When you take that approach, where you have content analyzed the role that you are focusing on and want to scientifically assess, it gives you a much deeper theoretical understanding of what is demanded in the job. So in one sense, you could say that the 10 talents that Gallup has identified are actually demands of the job. When someone takes the assessment and gets a result, you get the understanding of what your inherent personality traits are that are driving the performance. But on the other hand, and I think that's very important, is you do get an understanding of what is it that will be expected of you on the job in that role to be successful. This goes back to Don Clifton's strengths theory of, we have spent a lot of time in psychology trying to understand what's wrong with people and then trying to fix those weaknesses. How about let's identify the strengths of the individual? So imagine everyone who goes through this experience of taking the assessment and getting a feedback on that assessment of what is right with them. What are some of the strengths? What are some of the inherent talents that they possess that could allow them to be successful as an entrepreneur? That self-awareness, the confidence that comes from the self-awareness, the application of those talents in whatever situation, whatever field, whatever job the individual is, I think, a huge gain for human beings.